Hey everybody, what's up? Now you might be wondering why I'm doing this. You might be asking yourself, what does that title say up there? Why does it say Countdown to the Holiday Season has begun? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the countdown has begun. And in case you don't know it, now you do. Let me explain. You see, this past Monday was Columbus Day. It's hard to believe. It was. Now, a lot of people probably don't know it was Columbus Day. Heck, I didn't know. I didn't know until I looked through my channel guide at the programs on different channels, and Cartoon Network has a marathon of Scooby-Doo. From the cartoons, to the animated films, to the live-action made-for-television movie. And at first I'm wondering why they're doing this, and then it hits me that they only do this for certain days, and those days are holidays, or no school days. And that's exactly what Columbus Day was. No school day, that's where they did it. But here are some other signs that you know of. Other signs that you know that the countdown has begun is when your pets, whether you have a bird or a cat or a dog or all three, start eating more than they usually do. And when they start doing that, then you know the countdown has begun. And especially if it's around this time, then you know the countdown has begun. Another sign is if you have an iPhone or an iPod like this, or even an iPad, and one of the apps you see that's free for downloading is a countdown to Christmas, like say this, and it shows you how many days exactly, then you know the countdown is on. You know the countdown is on. Or if you have a Christmas countdown app like this, it plays music, but you can stop it, but shows you not only the days, but shows you the hours, the minutes, and the seconds. And it goes as far as to say, that's how many nights, that's how many hours, that's how many minutes, and that's how many seconds. When it goes that far, then you know the countdown is on. And the countdown is on to the holiday season. As the title says, the countdown to the holiday season has begun. But we're also counting down to the pre-start, the pre-season, if you will, of the holiday season. The pre-start and the pre-season of the holiday season. That's right. The pre-start and the pre-season. What do I mean by that? Well, the pre-start and the pre-season, or if you want to easily call it the exhibition, if you will, of the holiday season, starts usually around and after Halloween. That usually means on the first day of November, which is going to be on a Monday. Now, if it's on the first day of November, you might say to yourself, well, how's that going to work out? Real simple. A lot of people that look at it the same way I do are going to wake up early, leave early for work, but not just go to work straight, but not go straight to work, but go to the Walmart or the Target that's open, that's near their job, and go there and look around, maybe shop. Then during lunch, maybe go back to that Walmart, Target, maybe go to a Kohl's, maybe go to an Old Navy, maybe go to the malls or whatever, JCPenney's, depending on how long the lunch is, and look around. And then after work, they might do it again. They might go do what they did at lunch, but this time they will shop. They will shop for their items. They will shop for their whatever they need for Christmas, and whatever Christmas gifts they can get, or whatever stuff they will need for Thanksgiving. And here's why. Here's why. Because when it comes to the Christmas gifts, despite the fact that the day after Thanksgiving, just for a few hours, maybe 6, 5, 8 hours, you get great deals and stuff at stores, people want to avoid those Black Friday crowds. They do. They do. And that's no lie. That's no lie. They want to avoid them right off the bat. They want nothing to do with it. That's why they always take That's why people always start doing the exhibition season. The exhibition part of the holiday season, which is after Halloween. But here's another sign that you know the holidays are coming around. That the holiday season is close. When you have family and friends Facebooking other family and friends, asking them what kind of costume can they wear for Halloween? What kind of costume can they get for the kids? That's when you know the countdown is on. Another sign is when you start going into places like Walmart, Target, or in this case, or in some cases Dollar Trees and all that, and you start seeing Christmas decorations out along with Halloween decorations. You start seeing Christmas wrapping paper and stuff like that. That's another sign that the times are coming, that the countdown is on. But here's more signs. Here's more signs to know that the countdown to the holiday season is on. If, like me, like I was at one time, if you were an unloader, and one of the majority of things you start getting in towards the end of September, mostly in October, and in a big time way during November, is mostly Christmas stuff, then you know the countdown is on. That's right. If a majority of the stuff you get is Christmas stuff, and you're told, put that to the side until a certain time, then you know the countdown is on. Another sign that the countdown is on, is if you're working at that same store, or you're working at that same store, if you're working at that same store, and you're told, okay, all the Halloween stuff is sold out in this aisle, replace it with Christmas stuff, then you know the countdown's on. Then you know it's on. That's right. When your store managers start telling you, hey, this is all cleared out, we don't got no more Halloween stuff, put Christmas stuff, you know the countdown is on. You know it. Oh yeah, you know it then. You know it then. And it's kind of hard to believe. It's kind of hard to believe too, because I have 2 discs, as a matter of fact, that I recorded last year. 2 holiday discs that I recorded last year on my new Sony DVD recorder, which allows me to record up to 13, almost nearly 14 hours, basically about 13 hours, 48 minutes. But, I have 2 disc words, two 13 hour, over 13 hour discs, I should say, or nearly over them, on whatever, of holiday stuff that I started recording on October 21st. And what's today? Well, let's take a look at the date. It's the 14th. It's the 14th of October. I am literally a week away, or 6.5 days away from that very day again, from that very date in which I began recording those discs. And to think, it feels like I just recorded them yesterday. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I got plenty of time. But again, it feels like I just recorded them yesterday. And now, I'm going to have to do it all over again. And that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But, it just shows you that the countdown is on. I mean, I just turned 31 this year, in July. And it feels like I just turned 31 yesterday. And now we're getting close to Halloween. The countdown is on. Heck, I have a friend, if you will, whose husband is celebrating their birthday this weekend, and they're going to be going out with their friends and some family members to celebrate it, and yet it feels like we did it last year. Yeah? Yesterday. That's right, it feels like we already did it yesterday, even though it was last year, and now we're doing it again. Heck, I can recall going to my sister's for the 4th of July this past year, or this past summer, and it feels like I did that yesterday, and now we're getting close to Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. It's crazy. It's crazy, but that's how you know. That's how you know. When you start saying, oh man, it feels like just yesterday I started recording these 2 DVDs, holiday DVDs, or it feels like just yesterday I turned 31, or hey, it feels just like yesterday we were doing the 4th of July. Now, all of a sudden, you're counting down the days. Now all of a sudden you have people asking, what can I wear for Halloween? What can my kid wear for Halloween? Or, what are we going to do? What are we going to do for Christmas? What are we going to do for Thanksgiving? You got people asking that. But you know what a big sign for me is the fact, but you know personally what a sign for me that the countdown is on? Is when I start watching the Today Show more often during October and November. You know why? It's not because the Today Show is not a great morning news show. It is. It's very good. But it's also the fact that the Today Show, when it comes to Thanksgiving, leads right into the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Right off the bat. That's what it feels like. But not only that, but it's also because when you have the host in less than, 15 days, 14 days, 2 weeks if you will, less than 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks from now, dressing up in Halloween costumes. And it feels like they just did it yesterday. That's how you know. That's how you know the countdown is on. That's how you know the countdown to the holiday season is on. The countdown to the exhibition to the holiday season is on. That's how you know. I mean, it just blows my mind how quickly things can come and how quickly countdowns like this can become. I mean, 72 days away, literally, from Christmas. 72 days away. Huh? And then you add 6 more days to that. And 7 more days to that. 6 more, 7 more. And you're literally 78. You're literally 78 or 77 and a half days away from 2011. It's hard to believe. 72 days from Christmas, 78 days away from the new year. And you think to yourself, where did the time go? That again is another sign that the countdown has begun. And before you know it, ABC, NBC are going to start advertising all the Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas specials. Hey, Cartoon Network last year is going to did what they did with all those specials they brought out. They're going to do it again this year. Absolutely. They're going to do it again this year. That's right. They're going to do it again this year. And again, that's how you know the holidays are beginning. That's how you know. Oh yeah. That's how you know the holidays, the countdown has begun. Just from everything I have said. From everything I have said. And it's hard to believe it's come that time has flown by this fast. This year has gone by that fast to the point that we're counting down to the holiday season again. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Especially when you got advertisements for stuff coming during Christmas. It's still hard to believe. Hard to believe. I mean, we got the Judds coming to Sacramento. They're going to do the hits and they're going to do Christmas songs. What does that tell you? Well, anyway, I thought I'd just get that off my chest. Again, entitled Countdown to the Holiday Season Has Begun. Tell me what you think, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out.